Welcome back to the channel, man. It's Parallel Rail. This video, I want to talk about the new earth, the new heaven on earth. I was born in the 90s, right? And I seen how life was, in the 90s compared to how it is in the 2000s. And I really feel as though the new earth, like the change of the guard, I feel like it happened on the 2000 mark, year 2000. I feel like it happened where we had to stop thinking masculine and think more feminine, not think like, as a woman, as a man, but think more creatively, think more with our mind and stop being more action based. Cause a lot of those times in, those early 1100s, there's a lot of wars, and even 1700s, 1800s and whatnot. Even the 1900s was wars and, a lot of things that was happening in the 2000s just changed. But 2001 was something happened. But then again, when you look, I believe it was a lot of change that needed to take place at that time, and we are still kind of babies in this new millennium, right? Like 2000, we're new babies in a such way because it's only year 2025, right? So this year is pivotal because you got a lot of time to reflect. You got a lot of time to look back because it's like the 25-year mark. It's like a benchmark. A lot of things happen in my life, where I reflect this year and I reflect, today, yesterday. But a lot of times you want to, keep going because you don't want to think too much in the past. But it is a good time to reflect and see what is the history telling you, because history is doomed to repeat itself, especially when you don't know what's going on. So you have to understand that this is a new change of energy that's going on. We have to embrace our creative side. We have to embrace our soul because our soul is going to cry out. And if our soul's crying out and we not we're not fulfilling our soul's purpose or trying to at least, then we're going to be a battery to someone else's system. And as we're a battery to someone else's system, then we're being used and manipulated, and we're not being the creator that we are supposed to be. And that's the joy in life when you can sit yourself down and know that, dang, I'm supposed to be out here creating. I'm supposed to be out here looking at something and seeing if I like it. And if I don't like it, then I can move along. Or if I want to adjust it, maybe I can create something in a way where I can make it better. Life is, precious, especially this time where you can, see that when you are in the center of your own world, center of your own universe, you can create what's good for you. You don't have to be in everyone else's business, everyone else's lane. Like, I stay in my lane, stay in your lane and watch how the cars move out your way. Watch how when you driving or when it's a parking spot that you're looking for, it opens right up because you're in your lane. But if you're out here looking and hating and road rage and these such things, because it's easy to have road rage. It's easy to have road rage, man. It's easy to, but it's easy to compose yourself when you understand the game that's being played. It's a game of frequency to try to lower your frequency so your frequency that you want to meet or desire, is harder to reach because you always, at a lower state. Because the things that you want are obviously higher vibrational because you want those, and you looking at it in the sense of, damn, I don't have it. So when you look at it in that sense, it's already on the pedestal. So you have to see life in that sense of knowing that you are it all. And that's why you have to create with your mind and use this energy, this time, this era of life to benefit you, because it's easy to look outside yourself. It's easy to look elsewhere. It's easy to, see yourself in someone else's shoes, but not know what that person have done to be in those shoes. Because everyone don't wear the same size. Everyone don't wear the same size. Like, sometimes you ever see like a kid put on their dad's shoes, how their feet just be flopping and flopping. Everybody don't weigh the same size. Like, that's why as that kid gets older, he's able to, fit his dad's shoes or fit his dad pants, or, you know what I mean? Learn what his mother was teaching him or instilling in him. It takes some time because we are all stubborn in our own way because we are all on our own journey. So we all go on this journey. As we on this journey, we look to see who told us good wisdom if we're wise ourselves. If you're on that journey of loving yourself and embodying who you are, then you're going to see who was good for you and who was not. And the people that was not good for you, you can still use that as, motivation or as a mirror to see what state you were in at that time when those people presented themselves, or those relationships, how they manifested, or how long you were in a relationship with someone and you had to look at yourself as like, damn, I don't like being here right now. I don't like myself here. I don't like the energy that I'm receiving, or the energy that I'm giving off, because it's all within you. I know when I was going through, going to the hospital with my mom's situation, like I knew, however I felt, I had to, make sure I had good energy when I walked through the hospital, you know, because I knew that it was going to make everything else better for everyone, even my mother, even though I know she was going through what she was going through and she was in a lot of pain. I try to make it easy on her because energy, like I say, energy is everything right now. So if you have good energy, that the whole building, especially if you vibrate on that level where you shift things, you know what I mean? When you walk, the evil or the nastiness or the, you know what I'm saying, that stuff leave. It's because it can't be with you. It can't be around you because you are vibrating in love. You vibrating with the energy that is here for you to vibrate with, you know? That's why it's so easy for you to see if you look yourself in the mirror long enough that, you are all there is that you need. It's hard. It's hard to see that sometimes. Sometimes you think you may need someone, might need so and so, but sometimes it's for you to. Sometimes it's for you to. Sometimes what the fuck? Sometimes it's for you to fucking find yourself, right, and not even worry about who's around you, like shit like that, like situations where someone may pop up or someone may show themselves. It's not that my path was here and his path was there. Maybe just align at that time, or maybe you know maybe the lights is bright. People want the lights on them. But at the end of the day, it's a thing called editing. Keep your composure though, because things that you are aligned with, right? Things that you are aligned with, especially with this energy that's here, it's not gonna get you too far off track. This is a learning lesson. Someone come up behind me and while I'm doing this and no one's been walking through here the whole time. It's a learning lesson for me to, always understand that, energy don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good no matter what. I don't give a fuck who walk by. Even if someone may startle me, even if someone may, like, what the hell? You good no matter what, you know? You good no matter what. And that's how I live. That's how I operate. I don't have to operate and move with ill intentions or hate in my heart, because there's so many opportunities that want you like that. So if I go against the grain where they want me to hate, they want me to be evil, then I can see the bigger picture. I can see the game being played. I can see how you can transmute everything. Every little thing you can transmute. And what you become is up to you. It's up to you. God gonna give you the tools. God gonna give you the path and the roadmap. Especially when you sit down long enough and you truly understand that sometimes you gotta get rid of some things so other things can come into your life. So you have to make room and make space for things to come in your life. But sometimes that stuff do hurt. Sometimes that stuff do hurt. But as you hurt, you get stronger because you feel that pain. You feel what it is to feel like that, and that's what your whole goal in existence really is to feel. But you want to feel the good things because you experience the bad things. You're going to cherish the good when you receive the good way more than the stuff that you experience that you may perceive as bad. And when you perceive those things as good, you're going to really understand that it was all for a reason, to make you somebody better in your own eyes, so you can match the things that you want. You know what I mean? Like, think about the times that you got certain things that you felt deserving of. You knew you should have it. So that's what this all is about. It's all about making you be at a point to where you feel truly deserving of everything that you want. And when you feel deserving of the things that you want, then it comes your way, and the doors open up. I'm still in the process of doors opening up for me. So I'm just speaking of what my life, is going on. I'm not speaking of what I want my life to be. I'm speaking of right now what I'm seeing, and certain things opening up, but it's all opening up within me energetically. You know what I mean? Because nothing is outside of me. Everything is inside of me, even that exchange and um that place where someone can just walk out of nowhere and you can't hear him or whatever. Like it's like he got dead silence on Call of Duty or some shit. It's like it's like you know what I mean. It's like those experiences still show you that this is all consciousness. Like I have no ill will, no bad intentions, so nothing bad can happen. You get what I'm saying? It's like energy don't die, you know. So if I'm at a higher energy level where I feel protected or I feel good, like I feel like nothing can harm me, then I'm good. That's the that's what you have to perceive life and reality is. That's the frequency. You know what I mean? If I'm on the frequency of fear, then yeah, shit can happen to me. But nigga, I ain't up there, nigga. Or I ain't down there, nigga. I'm up here. Like I'm up here. I'm not worried about what could happen. I'm taking advantage of what I can do in the present moment. In the present moment, I feel as though, we all have a light to shine. We all have a message to share. We all have, something to say. But we got to find our own way to express ourselves. And that's why I feel like this time of year, the 2000, like, the Y2K or, the the marking when they was trying to scare us, especially as a little kid, like, oh, the world's gonna end. Like one world did end, but you don't see it because it's all consciously, it's all reality based. So you be like, dang, that looks a little weird, like the Mandela effect. Like you necessarily not gonna see the changes until you go back a year later, 2 years later, and be like, hold on, that was this. You know what I mean? Like that was this, and that's not that anymore. You get what I'm saying? Life, in a sense, is just like that. So you got to go along with the changes that's happening and taking place in life. You know what I mean? Life is a revolving door, but which door are you revolving to? You get what I'm saying? And which door are you evolving in? Because these doors also aren't always good for you. You have to know what door is good for you, what door is good for your progression, your soul evolution, your soul liberation. Because that's what we all here for, the soul liberation. Let our soul speak and not more so our ego. Because our ego is just going to speak what has been programmed. You know what I mean? Your ego is just going to say what has been read or say what has been heard from someone else. But your soul got an essence. Your soul got its own blueprint and its own way of liberating itself or speaking to others and speaking soul to soul. Because before we was even, talking like this, we had to speak, telepathically. We had to speak, with our mind. We had to, because even now when you meditate and get rid of a lot of subconscious programming, especially a lot of stuff that you do not like in your own mind or your own lineage or certain things, like let's say you're overeating or whatever, and you go through meditation and you see those thoughts come in your head like I'm hungry or I want to eat and you say, nah, fuck that, I'm not about to eat. You have that mind power and that willpower to beat that shit, then that's when you really see what the fuck is really what it really is. You know what I mean? You like, okay, it's all a thought form. These thought forms manifested, but where did they come from? Cause shit, nigga, I wasn't always thinking and being hungry and wanting to eat like a pig. Shit, nigga, that shit didn't come from me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's generational shit. That's generational shit that you gotta look at and be like, damn, shit, the whole fucking bloodline had diabetes or arthritis or all this shit. And he's like, damn, why? How? Oh, they was eating this shit. Oh, they drinking this shit. Oh, shit, let me stay away from that. Let me be limited with that. You get what I'm saying? It's all thought form. It's all been passed down. So that's why if you have a clear mind and a clear conscience when you create, then that thing can be, a beautiful thing, and um it won't be a seed planted that grows with thorns, and you can really see it. You can really see it for real. You can see the beauty in it. You know, even now, like shit, a rose may grow out of concrete, but it ain't gonna have thorns on it because it's that beautiful. Because it's a rose. It came through concrete. And even if it do have thorns on it, shit, nigga, it's still a rose. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, it's still a rose. I think Tupac said some shit like that too, matter of fact. For real though, because like at the end of the day, like, it's concrete. Shit, nothing should grow in concrete. Like, they pour concrete on something because concrete is so strong and it's not, nothing can break through it. But shit, hey, anything's possible, especially when when Earth is the playing field that we live on. You get what I'm saying? Like nature, you know, like even think about nature. Like nature is like a feminine essence, a feminine energy, and that's what we here to channel. We here to understand it because we seen the masculine shit fucking throughout our history. We seen it. We seen the wars. We seen the fighting and the bloodbaths and slavery and so much shit. We seen it, and the shit didn't lead to nothing. We still here fighting and still talk about fucking, hey man, we should be doing this, we should be doing that. But now is the time motherfuckers is actually really saying, hey man, go within, man. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to listen to yourself. Listen to, what is for us. The real true spirituality. Real true spirituality is within you. Like when you breathe, that's your essence. That's your spirituality right there. It's your breath work. Because your breath is like your gateway to everything. Like if you can breathe, then you don't have fear. Like think about times when you fucking was sick and you had a fucking stuffed up chest. And you know what I'm saying? You can't breathe. So it's like more fear. It's like, because sometimes, bro, when you get sick, it be at the times when it's like the worst time. So you be rushing to get unsick. Like, damn, I can't wait to get healthy. So then you got a time frame on when you want to get healthy. And then there's more anxiety on top of the fact that you're already sick. At least that's how I used to be thinking shit. I used to be like, shit, man, I want to do this. Fuck, man, I'm sick. That's how I used to be. Now, like, I understand, like, the breath, if your breath is going through all your, you know what I'm saying, your channels, your chakras, then you can't get sick. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, don't understand that. A lot of us don't sit up straight and have our spine up straight and do certain things to keep our spine aligned so our breathing can go all the way through. Our breath is a power. Why do you think we have it? Why the fuck you think? And sometimes I be just thinking, like, why do we have certain things? And then you get the answer. You have your breath for many reasons. But it's also for you to realize that all this shit is really not even here too at the same time. Like I think it was the Matrix, bro. He was like, what you think you breathing air? Like for real, like the shit that we think is here is not here. It's all an illusion. But it's all for you to see the illusion. So you can break through and make whatever reality that you want it to be. You know what I mean? It's a fun game we experiencing, man. It's Parallel Real, man.